The relationship between China and Africa is entering a new era. This partnership is built on mutual respect and shared interests. The Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, or FOCAC, stands as a testament to this evolving relationship. The 2024 FOCAC Summit held in September marked a significant turning point. This gathering brought together 53 African delegations, including 36 heads of state. Chinese President Xi Jinping called it an all-weather China-Africa community with a shared future for the new era. China pledged $60 billion in funding over the next 3 years to support various projects across Africa. The summit focused on 4 key areas of cooperation: trade, investment, training, and digital cooperation. The 2024 FOCAC Summit signaled a deepening partnership between China and Africa, promising to reshape the global landscape. Trade is a cornerstone of the China-Africa partnership. In 2023, China's exports to Africa reached $170 billion, while imports from Africa amounted to $100 billion. This robust trade relationship highlights the growing economic interdependence between the two regions. African leaders are pushing for a more balanced trade relationship, advocating for increased imports from Africa. China has responded positively, expanding market access to 100% of tariff lines from 33 least developed countries in Africa. China pledged $10 billion to support Chinese investment in Africa, focusing on key sectors such as pharmaceuticals, agriculture, industry, and mineral processing. This strategic investment aims to integrate African countries into global value chains and promote industrialization. A new China-Africa trade and investment agreement is on the horizon, signaling a commitment to further strengthening economic ties. China's financial commitments to Africa go beyond trade and investment. The $60 billion pledge announced at the FOCAC Summit includes a range of financial instruments designed to support Africa's development. Of the $60 billion, $30 billion has been allocated to credit lines for infrastructure projects and other development initiatives. An additional $11 billion has been earmarked for grants, technical assistance, and debt relief. China has pledged $10 billion specifically for investment promotion. This funding will encourage and facilitate Chinese investment in Africa, particularly in crucial sectors. China is also encouraging African governments to explore innovative financing options, such as panda bonds. By providing diverse financial support, China aims to empower African nations to pursue their development goals and achieve sustainable economic growth. Beyond financial aid, China is actively engaged in various development and cooperation projects across Africa. These projects span sectors including infrastructure, agriculture, education, healthcare, and technology. Infrastructure development is a key area of focus. China has pledged to support 30 green cooperation projects and 30 infrastructure connectivity projects. These projects aim to improve transportation networks, expand access to clean energy, and promote sustainable development practices. China is aligning its initiatives with key African development frameworks, such as the African Continental Free Trade Area and the African Union's Agenda 2063. Recognizing the importance of human capital development, China has committed to training African leaders and professionals. This capacity-building initiative aims to equip Africans with the skills needed to drive their own development. Additionally, China proposed a China-Africa Action Plan for digital cooperation and development, focusing on bridging the digital divide and fostering innovation. The China-Africa partnership extends beyond the economic realm, encompassing political and strategic dimensions. Both sides recognize the importance of fostering closer political ties and supporting each other on the international stage. African leaders have consistently reiterated their support for the One China principle, a cornerstone of China's foreign policy. China, in turn, has been a vocal supporter of Africa's development agenda in multilateral forums, such as the United Nations. China has consistently used its position as a permanent member of the UN Security Council to advocate for Africa's interests. This includes supporting Africa's calls for UN Security Council reform to give the continent a greater voice in global governance. However, China's support for UN Security Council reform remains vague in terms of concrete proposals. This lack of clarity has led to some frustration among African leaders seeking a more assertive stance from China on this critical issue. China's approach to its partnership with Africa emphasizes modernization without westernization. This approach recognizes that development should be tailored to each country's unique context. China emphasizes the importance of respecting cultural differences and learning from each other's experiences. This approach has resonated with many African leaders who are wary of development models that promote a one-size-fits-all approach. China's model of modernization focuses on three key pillars: industrialization, agriculture modernization, and political social governance. In terms of industrialization, China emphasizes upgrading infrastructure, promoting manufacturing, and creating jobs. In agriculture, the focus is on improving productivity, enhancing food security, and increasing the incomes of smallholder farmers. In political and social governance, China emphasizes stability, good governance, and the rule of law as essential for sustainable development. The China-Africa partnership holds immense potential for both continents. However, like any complex relationship, it also faces its share of challenges. Addressing these challenges will be crucial for ensuring that the partnership delivers on its promises. One key challenge is the need for greater transparency and accountability in Chinese projects and investments. Concerns about a lack of transparency in some deals raise questions about debt sustainability and potential environmental and social impacts. Another challenge is ensuring that Chinese projects create jobs and opportunities for local communities. While Chinese companies have made efforts to hire local workers, there is room for improvement in skills transfer and technology sharing. African governments need to ensure that China's promises align with their long-term interests. This includes strengthening institutions, improving governance, and promoting good governance practices. The future of this relationship will depend on the ability of both China and Africa to build a partnership based on mutual respect, shared prosperity, and a commitment